Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes? Matt here from YoVideogames. There was a lot of talk of Halos, Last Guardians, and even Shenmues at the show. But for all that razzmatazz, the one game that Max and I unanimously agree on as the best game of E3 2015 that was playable was Cuphead. What the fuck is a Cuphead, you might ask? Well, do you like Contra? Do you like classic hand-drawn animation? Are you appreciative of animation on a historical context, such as early-era Max Fleischer and Ub Iwerks? Then prepare to have your shit blown through the roof of your skull, as Cuphead is probably the coolest-looking thing you have ever seen. Just like Ori and the Blind Forest before it, Microsoft has pulled an indie wild card out of their hat and delivered a gorgeous, classic-style game. Cuphead is a story about two friends, Cuphead and Mugman, in case you cared, that decide to gamble with the devil. They lose, of course, and in a bid to save their souls, they agree to do his bidding. Which means shooting the ever-loving shit out of a series of different boss cartoon characters that all seem to pay homage to some classic cartoons from the 1930s. Everything from the animation to the announcer and sound design is straight out of a time capsule that's been buried for 80 years. What doesn't feel old and rusty is the gameplay, of course. As I said before, it plays just like Contra, complete with a lock to stay in place while shooting. You also have the ability to dash in the air or shoot a power shot. This uses up a meter that functions just like a fighting game. The more you shoot, the more it builds. Unlike Contra, however, you do get 3 hits before you die. But when you die, there is no respawning, at least in this demo. So in a sense, it can actually be harder. In the demo at E3, it was all boss battles. I'm not sure if the whole game is like that, though during the Microsoft press conference, the developers did call it a platformer. I could understand if it does end up being a series of glorified boss battles in the end, as the animation is just so damn fluid. You fight a variety of creatures both on land and in the air in a plane, which turns the game into a horizontal shmup for some variety. Lots of games were shown at E3, and lots of them promised big things, but only one game both wowed us all and played beautifully on top of it, and that game was Cuphead. So if you are an indie-loving X-Bone owner, get ready for 2016, as Ori will have some awesome 2D competition. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the channel. Later, dudes!